What's up, everyone? It's your boy BLAZEDxENFERNO. And I'm Eknight117, and you're listening to episode 54 of the Infernal Gaming Podcast.
Let's do it again. I was like, I keep thinking every time you say "What's up" on BLAZEDxENFERNO, I think you're gonna say something else too, and I'm like, oh right.
Now we gonna keep that shit, man. But yo, you listen to episode 54 of the Infernal Gaming Podcast. We are recording this episode. What's it? February 17th. You know what I mean? So it's like 7 days after my birthday. Damn.
Big 3-0.
I know, man. And listen, y'all, we got probably
the dirty 30s.
Not gonna lie to y'all, we got a good show for y'all today, man. This is gonna be a long episode. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. We have a lot to talk about, man. We got a lot to talk about. But just so y'all know, y'all can listen to us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and more. Links are in the description. Also, check out our personal links as well. I've been doing shit on YouTube, Twitch. Eknight's been doing shit on YouTube, Twitch. Make sure you check him out. Remember to rate the show 5 stars on Apple and Spotify to help us grow. You already know, man. We got a lot to talk about, dog. Like a fucking lot, man.
First, I want to give a shout out to Deygahn. He's over on Twitch. He streams. Was it called again? It's that MMO Black Desert.
He plays a lot of games, but that's his main.
Yeah, he plays
shout out Deygahn, man. I'm gonna have to put him on down there in the description, man. But shout out my boy Deygahn, man. You just gotta come to our streams and see that man is that's really my bro, man. He's a good dude, man. What made you shout out Deygahn?
I redeemed shout out on the next podcast, one of your streams.
Yeah.
But I'm already on here, so I was just like, I just picked someone else.
Yeah. Shout out my guy, man. Shout out my fucking guy. Follow him at twitch.tv/Deygahn. You spell that DEYGAHN. You know what I mean? So make sure you go check him out, man. He does a variety of games, parties over here with the Liddy gang. We played like Destiny and shit together. I'm better than him in Crucible, but that's neither here nor there. But that's my guy, man. Make sure you go check him out. Also, happy Black History Month. I ain't say that on the last podcast for some reason, but happy Black History Month, dog. You know what I mean? And also, thank you guys for the love on the last podcast. I know, last week's podcast was, like one of mental health joints, and I kind of opened up to y'all, and I had a lot of people hit my DMs, and I was surprised, a lot of y'all felt where I was coming from experience and from just kind of like, you care about the kid type way. And I just want to let y'all know I appreciate that, man. I really do. Your boy just hit the big 30, man. Feels good. I've been on vacation all week, just chilling. Really just been streaming all damn week. 24-hour stream that turned into a 26-hour stream was lit. It was awesome. We had a great time. Shout out to everybody subbed, dropped bits, came through and watched, came through and played some games with me, most importantly, because that's what kept me just up. Because I did like 19 hours straight. No, I did like 18 like 19 straight. I took a little nap and then we got back into it. Took me a little break. But we rocked out that 26. It was good money. But we here, episode 54 is lit. We got a lot to talk about. We not going to get into the whole what you've been playing shit. You should just be following us on Twitch at this point to know what the fuck playing. Especially Eknight. Follow him on YouTube. He's doing a lot over there on YouTube. He's been putting out consistent content damn near every week. So make sure you go check him out. Shameless plug to my shit. A Dead Space remake playthrough. We're up to part 3 on YouTube. Make sure you check that out. When you listen to this podcast, which should be about that'll be February 20th, right? February 20th. That Wednesday, that'll be the 22nd. Part 4 should be out, hopefully. We'll see. But yeah, man, let's get into it. We got a lot to talk about. I don't want to ramble too long. Let's go. We're gonna start off with the
We're gonna start off with that wizard game, right?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the title of this podcast, that wizard game. We're gonna talk about that wizard game because there's a lot about it. I know we touched up on it on episode 52. We talked about it a little bit. We talked about the controversy. We're not gonna get into that again. We're just gonna strictly talk about the game because look, man, I've been playing it. All right. Everybody I know's been playing it. All right. And I'm gonna keep it real with you. I got like a good 12 hours in the game. I ain't got that much time in
How do
there
you like
yet.
it?
I fucking love it. I think it's if Starfield doesn't come out this year, it's probably game of the year already. It's probably game of the year on arrival, dog. It's a really good game. It's like exactly how you will want a Harry Potter or that wizard game. Sorry, y'all. You know what I mean, open world RPG game to play, dog. It's
Yeah.
really good, man. Like once I like, because at first, like I'll keep it real with you. What kind of turned me off at first was the combat. I was like, this combat is so fucking weird, and I don't get it. It's like a mixture of like the Batman games, you know, like how you constantly have to hit, you know, like
Batman, Spider-Man
split.
games.
Yeah, like you constantly hit triangle to counter the attack. It's
Yeah.
like that, but the attack button isn't like a face button, it's the trigger. So you're constantly just tapping like R2 and then you hold R2 to pull up like your spell wheel and actually hit like extra like you know your what's it like your
Your extras, your powerful
Accio and
spells.
yeah, like all of your like actual
Arriva
spells.
Cadenci, yeah. The killing
Yeah.
curse. Yeah.
I ain't got that joint yet. I ain't got none of that shit.
You have to go down the dark path.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I ain't gonna lie, man. Because one of them shits is like an instant kill. I was like, oh shit, I need
Yeah,
that.
that's the killing curse. It's just a one-shot kill. No
He
matter what.
dead. He
Yeah.
dead. He dead. But yeah, man, the combat kind of turned me off at first because it's like it all right, so you have to kind of lock on to an enemy. Like you like hitting R3, you lock onto an enemy, and you just tap R2 to let off like your basic, like, you know, spell blast. Like you just constantly like hit the enemy for damage. And then, like I said, you hold down R2 and hit a face button, either, you know, triangle, circle, X, or square to use one of your like abilities, like the I don't know, I can't remember the names off the bat, like the one that pulls people in, the one that levitates, Levioso.
Leviosa,
You got the fire one.
Incineroar or something.
Yeah, yeah. Incendio, yeah.
Incendio, yeah.
And then I forget all the spells I got. I got quite a few at this
Yeah,
point.
it's all there's a lot of them apparently, and they're
There's
all
only like
useful.
24, really, honestly.
That's a lot of spells for
It
combat.
is, but
Combat and out of combat.
that's true. But yeah, once you get a hang of the combat and you know, the counter system, it'll feel real familiar to like a Batman game, like how when you have that little symbol over your head, you know whether to roll out the way or throw up your Protego, hold down the counter button and hit people with like stupefy and shit like that to
Mhm.
do extra damage. Once you get into that groove of shit, like the game is like the combat just makes a lot more sense. And then you get more like strategic with how you like do things. So like I'll pull people in with the Accio spell, then hit them with the incinerary thing. Then I'll hit them with the pushback spell, whatever that. Forget what that shit's called. Like when you push them back. You got the disarm spell that I use a lot. There's like so many different spells, like E Knight said. But it's really like a labor of love, dog. Like really, once you kind of leave the school and you go out and you go to like Hogs Field and you see how big the fucking map is, you're like, oh shit, I gotta explore this bitch. And then once you get your broomstick so you can fly around, the game really changes right there, dog. Like it becomes a totally different game. I've been loving it. I know
You can
people
get
that's already beat it twice.
you get mounts too,
Yeah, you
like
get the
hippogriffs and
hippogriffs. Yeah,
terrestrials and stuff like that.
yeah.
It's a cool game. I want to get it, but I just don't want to spend $70 on it.
Listen, it's worth every penny, dog.
I know people keep telling me that, but
It's
like,
worth every penny, dog.
I'm waiting for it to come on Game Pass.
It's worth every fucking penny, dog. It's so good, dog. Like at first, like I said, it was like slow at first. So I'm just like, is this like what I think it is, or is like, because I kind of like stayed away from like public opinion. I wanted to feel it out myself. I did play it early. I played it like the day after the early access because I forgot that I did buy the deluxe edition. I didn't even remember that I bought the deluxe edition. So I played it like the day after, like everybody started streaming it. So I kind of stayed away from like public opinion and just played it for myself. But once I was able to put like a couple hours into it, I slowly like was like, yeah, like this is it, dog. Like this is that game, dog. The dialogue is really good. You know, I'm a sucker for dialogue. So dialogue is really good.
Oh yeah, I
Side quests are really good.
do like how they did allow, like when they say you can be a dark wizard, yeah, you can't just go around killing everybody, but like at the same time, the dialogue options for the dark path are pretty dope. You can like extort people.
Yeah, it's dope, dog. It's really good, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like it's if we don't have another big game like this, like a open world RPG like this
We
come out,
might.
if Starfield comes out
It's
this
not
year,
Starfield.
what?
Atomic Heart.
GTA? Ah, I doubt it, dog.
It's I don't think it's open world, but it is dialogue
Mm.
heavy.
We'll see, man. I will be streaming that this week. I mean, when you listen to this podcast, whatever day it comes out, I've already got it preloaded on my Xbox, so we on that shit.
There
We
you
on
go.
that shit. I mean, but to not talk about Harry Potter too much and not to spoil it for y'all. I don't want to rate it yet because I want to finish it to rate it. It's one of those games where it's like I need to put that 20 plus hours in before I can give it a definitive score. But just know your boy is loving it. It's probably game of the year, and I don't think my opinion on that is going to change at
Well,
all.
it's the
Big
most
Gryffindor vibes, by the way. Big
most
Gryffindor vibes.
most watched on Twitch, and then I think
Ever.
most played on Steam right now.
Ever. By the
Because
way.
it's most watched on Twitch ever. And I
Yeah.
don't know if that's like either just because it's a Harry Potter franchise or because of the controversy or
It's a
both.
little bit of both. It's a little bit of both. You can tell, like, not to get into the controversy too much, but it's like you guys are doing a horrible job at stopping people from wanting to play this game. Like, there's the few like streamers you guys have like done harassed and shit like that, which by the way is a bad way to get people to fight for your cause is to harass them
Yeah, I
into
don't
your
know
cause.
who
I
was
don't
like,
get the death threats. I don't get all the
you build
the
a whole
extra shit.
website just to find out who's playing or if they played it, just so you can go harass them. That's
Oh, the creator that took that down because he's
in
a big
6
pussy.
hours. Yeah,
He's a
because he
big
got called
pussy.
out for it because he's
Yeah,
doing like targeted harassment. Yeah,
yeah,
no,
big pussy, big pussy, man. Like I said, man, I was gonna have a good little minute on this podcast. I had a bunch of tweets bookmarked because every day this week I've been literally searching on Twitter that wizard game to see the wild shit y'all be saying on Twitter. It just like if there was any way you wanted to stop people from playing this game or supporting the Harry Potter franchise, that wasn't it, dog. And like I said, I know it's not all of them. Like, let me clarify, it's not all of that community. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
no. It's just the crazy people that try to
Yeah,
do weird. They do weird slacktivism. They go after people who are donating using the game's popularity to generate a charity for those groups, and then they're attacking those people.
bro. When I seen that, I
It
forget what
makes no
the dude,
sense.
the streamer's name is. I I just saw that shit like what was that, like Tuesday or something? I was like, dog, that is so fucking sad, dog. Like,
Yeah.
you done bullied that man out of supporting, basically supporting y'all
Oh, you
cause,
mean
dog.
Hassan?
Hassan, yup.
Yeah, yeah, because he just doesn't want to deal with the headache. He could do it easily, No
He needs to
problem.
do it. He
He
needs
just
to.
he just got the problem is that he just got done donating to Turkey for the earthquake.
$1 million, by the way.
Him and Speed, and then there were people that don't like him, so they went after Speed and talked Speed out of using the dono money for that charity. So they were harassing him already for that, and he was just trying to do a good thing for people that are in need. And so
That's just sad, man.
he just didn't want to probably deal with the headache of it too soon, because people are literally going after people who have like charity set up in response to the whole, well, you're donating to JK, and it's like, yeah, but if I donate to trans communities that need it or charities that need it, it kind of like balances out.
Y'all wilding, man.
It's especially if you're gonna not play the game for your own personal choice, then you could just do what Actman says: donate the $60 or $70 that you would have spent on that to a charity. If you believe that hard,
I didn't watch that video yet that he put up.
it's gonna just be more the tweets of people going crazy.
Listen, Twitter is already a cesspool, but I'm
no,
not gonna lie to y'all.
They tried. There was a guy trying to disprove the hype of Halo 3 back in the day. Said the player count wasn't that high.
Look, man.
I don't know what they smoke on Twitter. I kind of want some of it.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. The controversy surrounding this game has only made me want to like go harder and play even more. And it's not because I don't support, trans people and shit like that. It's because of these fucking idiots, right? Get on Twitter and it's just like, bro, we have this like apples to oranges argument on Twitter all the time. Like you see it with like everything.
Yeah.
But it's so bad when it comes to this game, bro. It's so bad when this game. It's like my struggle is worse than your struggle. Right? And it's like that's all you keep seeing, like with certain like people's opinion, like when it comes to it, like, oh, trans people get killed every day. All right, that's cool and all. You know what I mean? Like, well, it's not cool, but you know what I mean? You have a very valid argument with that. Trans people are literally getting killed just for being trans. But it's like, where is the same energy towards these companies that are actively racist, support Nazis, support, just child labor and shit like that. Like where's the smoke for shit like that? I just don't get it.
Speaking of that, I did find it interesting that they went after individuals and the game devs themselves instead of going after the company that published the game or any of the platforms that were selling it.
Look, man.
That was weird.
If you wanted people to stop playing this motherfucking that wizard game, you done fucked up, dog. You like really done fucked up, man. I think you just brought more attention to something that a lot of people, because it's like I said, man, like not everybody pays attention to the media and not a lot of people care. Like let's just face facts of the fucking world. Like a lot of people just don't care. Like there's a whole like Harry Potter like exhibit. I don't know if you know this in like Universal Studios. There's like a whole like exhibit thing there. Like, do you think people who go there, they all support, they're bigots and shit like that? Do you really think that? There's people who don't even know that JK, whatever her fucking name is, did what the fuck said what she fucking said and does what she does. That go on that shit. You just literally attack everybody without educating people. That was the best tweet I saw last night, and I wanna actually shout this person out because I'm gonna quote the tweet because it was my most recent tweet, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to OW Grandmom, right? She said, Overwatch Grandmom, probably. I don't know. Says, when it comes to that wizard game, I think it's important to educate and hope people make empathetic choices based on learning. It's not about pressuring people to not play the game, but letting them know they are going to probably make a lot of trans people feel unsafe if they do. There's a difference in supporting a game where the creator, who makes the majority of the money, and the devs have already been paid for their work, actively think if you support her work, you support her ideals, secretly or openly. She actively uses that money to support anti-trans efforts, and it is not scared in the slightest to be proud of that. You know what I mean? But then she goes in, I'm not gonna quote the rest because it's a lot. She basically said, like, you basically can't play Overwatch and then tell people not to fucking play Harry Potter, dog.
That's
Like
facts.
I got this great video from I think his name is Donkey. You remember Donkey from back in the
Video
day?
game Donkey.
Yeah,
Yeah. I watch them all the time.
yeah. He had a video saying like basically like what game can you play now? Because every studio's in some type of controversy that's
Can't
basically
play Fortnite because it's owned by Tencent. Can't play
yeah,
the League of Legends because it's owned by Tencent. Can't
yeah,
do Overwatch because Activision was in that sexual assault scandal.
yeah.
Can't do Bungie because they're doing like corrupt like litigation with shit. Like it doesn't matter what gaming company. There's probably some shit behind it. Like Bandai Namco also has its own bullshit behind it, and then that's on top. I mean, I could go on like everyday items made in China. You throw those
Yeah.
out. Not allowed.
Nike.
Yes, throw it out. You know,
Listen,
Adidas.
she killed it. She killed it though. Like the take was perfect. Like
I,
educate people. And that's all you gotta do. Like,
yeah,
don't pressure people not to buy it. Just be like, yo, if you know, you're gonna just make people upset. That's it. Just let people know, like, hey, this is
well,
what's going on surrounding this game. You play it if you want to play it. Just know, like, you're gonna make people upset. That's it. That's the perfect way to sum it up. Not attacking people. Oh, you're a bigot. You're a Nazi. How the fuck are you a Nazi, bro?
yeah. I
Like,
don't know why
listen,
people get called Nazis for things that are like Nazis literally kill people.
listen.
Like calling someone a Nazi is like saying you just enslaved someone and then killed them for no reason other than like their ethnicity. That
I'm
makes
gonna
no
keep.
sense.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. And this is gonna be a hard pill for a lot of people to swallow. And I know I'm gonna be fucked up for saying this, or it's gonna sound fucked up. But trust me, it's not the way that I'm saying it. You just need to read between the lines, I guess. So, like, I was talking to somebody that I know that is trans, right?
Hmm.
About the Harry Potter game. I said, look, how do you feel about this Harry Potter game? She's he's trans as fuck, dog. Like, I'm talking about trans as fuck, like like transitioned and everything, like full on like nigga now, right? I I I told him like, yo, how do you feel? He said, I really don't care. Like I've been black my whole life before I was ever trans, so like I have a tough skin towards these type of things. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Chick-fil-A still in business. Tommy
That's true.
Hilfiger still in business.
That's
This
true.
person's still in business. Balenciaga is still in business.
J.K.
This
Rowling
person's
makes billions of dollars off the other properties that she has.
and I was just like, damn. I was like, damn, you're right. And I'm so serious. That's exactly what he said. He was like, yo, I've been black before I was basically labeled as a transgender person. You know what I mean? And like I said, that apples to oranges argument, like, because you see it. You see it all the time. Like, well, I'm black and I've been through this. I don't want to do that. I want people to know that there's a struggle in every motherfucking community, in every fight. You just need to come together and do things in a positive way, bro.
Hmm.
Like this is not it, dog. Like this is not
Listen,
the fuck it.
I think the best way, because the game is so good. Because if the game was shit, it'd be like, all right, no one's gonna buy it anyway because the game is shit. But I think the best
Yeah, but the
way,
game's fire.
the game is fire. So I think the best way, because you want to actually support the devs that actually made a good game, and they don't get 100% pay. It's some of their pay is based on how the game performs.
Hmm.
So if you buy the game and you have a community that follows you, donate the money, donate extra money, start a fundraiser for charities is the best way to combat it. Make the IP that is made by who you call a bigot for that thing that she hates.
Facts, facts, facts.
Turn it
Listen,
into
dog,
something else because
listen.
it's that way. That's the only way you can get the IP and people to change. Because J.K. Rowling not going to be here forever. I don't even know if she has kids. So
Yeah.
her and she already has $5 billion. The money she's getting from this wizard game is just another check in the mail for her. Like it is inconsequential whether or not she make money on this or not. She
But
does not
Eknight, do
care.
you think that is okay? Do you think that is okay?
Well, as you say that on your iPhone that was made by slave labor, I don't know. It might be.
Yeah.
That's the shit I hate about Twitter. Is why I'm barely on that shit. Is because most of the people on there that talk about these things are slacktivists. They don't put
Yeah.
their money where their mouth is. They don't actually do anything. They just complain.
Yeah.
The same shit with they're trying to cancel Atomic Heart because it's made by a Russian developer, and
Oh,
then
yeah, we're gonna
because
talk about that.
I mean it's a great transition.
Yeah, true. We already talked about it. Harry Potter game fire. Big W. Big W's in the air.
I'll say
Full
this for the
review
Harry
will be
Potter
coming.
game: if
What's up?
you don't want to buy it because you think it's is against trans people, donate the money that you would have spent to a trans charity. That's it.
Yeah. You put your money where your mouth is, man.
Literally, just hand $70 to a trans person, and be like, "Here you go, bro," and just walk away. Don't even have to say why.
I mean, it's Black History Month, man. So, I mean, if y'all want to give some reparations, I mean,
Oh
it's
my
like
god.
y'all want to give some reparations, shit.
All right, give them like $10 of that.
Damn, man. Damn, dog. Nah, man. Like I said, man, game fire. For everybody that's playing the game, streaming the game, please ignore all the bullshit surrounding the game. Enjoy your
Don't
game.
tolerate don't entertain them. They're just there to have a
Yeah.
reason. The people that go after you in the chat have a reason to just they think they have an excuse to hate on someone and just send insults. And a lot of people use movements as a way to insult and bully people.
Facts.
Is it makes them feel powerful. That's it.
Look, I just want to
Without
say
it,
this.
they're weak.
I just want to say this, man. Because I actually have a streamer friend who I'm not gonna say who it is. Um, said that they aren't playing the Harry Potter game because they don't want people close to them and people in their community um to you know make them look some type of way. And I must just say this for all those people. You're not a bigot if you play this game, even if you know the controversies surrounding J.K. Rowling. You're not a bigot. You do
Mm-mm.
not support this anti-trans agenda. You're just playing a game that I think most of us have been waiting for since we were kids. Me being one of them. It came out on my fucking birthday. You know what I mean? Which made me feel even better about this fucking game and purchasing this game. Right? Um, you're not a fucking bigot. You're not a Nazi. You're not you're not supporting slavery. I seen that take. Yo, you
Oh,
support slavery if you
anti-Semitism because they're
yeah,
comparing goblins to Jewish people. By the way,
yeah.
anyone that
Wait,
came to
what?
that could,
Nah,
yeah,
nah, bro,
they pulled
nah.
a orcs are black people take.
Bro, ain't no fucking way, bro.
If you literally go, oh, the goblins kind of look like Jews, and that's your first thought, that's something wrong with you and not the actual like goblin characters. Goblins have been around for ages. This is the first I've ever heard them being compared to Jewish people. It's
Dog.
kind of fucked up if you do that.
Y'all niggas done lost y'all mind, dog. Yeah. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. I got to the part like a couple hours ago. I got to the part where you get like your own like social space basically in the Hogwarts game where you can literally like make your own like area, like decorations and stuff like that. But you have like a little house elf. And I felt bad for like 2 seconds. Then I was like, nigga, it's an elf. Like I was just like, bro, it's an elf, dog. Like I was
Fictional
like,
character doesn't
I was like,
exist.
damn, on Black History Month, though, like I gotta have a house elf, dog. Like,
But,
damn.
I mean, you could set them free. Just give them a sock.
I don't know if you could do that. I
You
don't
probably
know.
can. I feel like you can, but
I
I'm
mean,
not
the
gonna
only
spoil it
every
for
t-
you.
every time I talk to him, the only thing I could do is fucking change the setting of the room.
Okay, then then it's probably not your house elf. It's probably the school's house elf.
Maybe. But yeah, like I said, we we like this game, man. I like this game. I know a lot of my friends that are playing it love this game. It's a great game. I say go spend your $70 on this game if you want. But Eknight's got an even better take than that. If you're not gonna, if you really support, you know, this trans movement, put your money where your mouth is. Go, donate that $70. Um, Send me a receipt so I know you did it because I want to see you do it because
Damn
all I see
receipts.
all I see is a lot of tweeting,
Don't
a
do
lot
that.
of
He gonna claim
typing.
it on his taxes
You know
as
what I mean,
charity that he spent.
a lot of tweeting, a lot of
The
typing.
bullshit.
I don't see any real action. Like I said, educate people.
I don't
Don't
think you
scare
need
people
I don't
away.
think you need to prove that you donated to a charity. That is probably the most annoying shit that I've ever seen. Like
Yeah,
it's
don't
not
do that.
like
I
a
was just
Mr.
playing.
Beast type situation where you're actively advertising you did good things so you can make more money to keep doing good things. Like
Yeah, like that. Even that shit's stupid, man.
you're
My
gonna get
man
on a
helped
rant.
blind people out. My man that helped blind people out, and y'all found a reason to hate.
Not
Like,
even
what's up with
just
y'all,
not even just Americans, like people all over the world too.
bro? I hate y'all niggas, dog. I hate y'all niggas,
I
dog.
don't know how. I mean, like, I understand if you were angry about the medical system in the U.S., then yeah, like as a result of that video, it's like, oh damn, we really got to rely on Mr. Beast to like help people get surgeries they need.
Yeah, dog. Like this should open your eyes to the bigger picture, which
But
y'all
people are calling
always
him
fail to
Satan and
see.
shit, and I'm like,
Dog, it's bro.
how?
Dog, can we stop talking about this shit?
No, we're not
Eh,
done talking about this shit because we got to talk about the atomic heart and the
Harry
fact that they're.
Potter game fire. Go play. Tell us about Atomic Hearts, man.
All right, so essentially this, and I don't think this is going to be as big as Harry Potter's controversy, but the small controversy right now is that Atomic Heart just a giant piece of Russian propaganda, and a lot of people are trying to frame Atomic Heart as a game that's pro-Russian, but it's described as USSR BioShock, and if we know anything about BioShock, it's a quote unquote utopian world that goes and gets fucked up.
Communism, baby.
So I've seen the trailers, I've seen the sexy robots, like
Socialism, baby.
yeah, I don't think it's gonna be pro-Russian, like in any sort. There might be like propaganda posters within the game, but for the game setting. And it's also like a fictional universe. Like what if the USSR didn't dissolve and shit? And
Socialism, baby.
it has gotten pretty good reviews so far. So
Yeah, I'm excited to play, man.
I
I
want to
love
play it, but
Bioshock.
I don't feel like spending money on it. So you're
Look,
gonna tell me about it.
$10 Game Pass. It's
I
on
don't
there.
feel like it though. What's
Wild
the
Hearts is
matter?
on there too, I think.
Oh yeah, the EA Monster Hunter game. Yeah,
And which it looks really good too. So
it
I think
looks good. It just
I might play that joint.
it's just so eerily similar to
Let me
Monster
see.
Hunter.
Is it on there? Check. Because I might
It's
download
probably
it
on
right now.
EA Pass or some shit
Yeah, probably. Because I
because it's an
definitely
EA
seen it.
game. Origin Plays or whatever their Game Pass thing is.
Oh shit.
Is it on there?
Nah.
Oh,
I didn't see that yet. But bro,
what?
the SD Gundam Battle Alliance is on Game Pass, bro.
Is that the little robot, Jones?
Yes, dog. Yes.
There
It's
you
a
go.
yo.
Listen,
Let's
we're supposed to be
go.
getting that 2018 game pretty soon on Steam too.
What 2018 game?
Mobile battle operations. It's
Oh,
more simish games,
oh, the one that,
unlike
yeah, the one that BK plays.
yeah, it's not like Gundam Evolution, which is just Overwatch.
Yeah, I've been wanting to play that with him. Bro, this is on fucking Game Pass, bro. Yo,
And
what's that?
speaking of Game Pass, since we're gonna just like kind of gloss over the Atomic Heart boycott because it's pretty much the same issue as Harry Potter,
I mean,
Microsoft.
I mean, let me stop real quick for 1 second, right?
Okay,
I've been kind of keeping this game a mystery, honest to God. I like to do that with games nowadays because I feel like the more you watch a trailer or the more you watch these
you
dev
spoil it for
diaries and
yourself.
stuff like that, you kind of take away from like honestly, there's things in the Harry Potter game that I didn't know were in the Harry Potter game. And then people were telling me like, yo, they showed that in the trailer. I'm like, bro, I didn't watch any of the trailers just so I would have this experience. So when it hit me, it was like, bro, like it hit me. You know what I mean? Like it
Bro.
actually hit me. This
I
Atomic Hearts game looks really good. I don't know if it's Russian propaganda. It has Russian propaganda in it or not. But listen, we still gonna play it, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie.
I'm gonna
I
tell
ain't
you
gonna
this.
lie.
I think the only two trailers, only few trailers that I actually rewatched over and over again was like Skyrim, that first
Mhm.
initial trailer when they're like with the music and everything. Uh, Halo 3, like all their trailers, because their trailers are actually fire. And then I think when they announced Halo Infinite.
Listen, nah, man. Let me tell you something. Halo 3 has some of the greatest trailers of all time,
Dude,
dog. All right.
the museum documentary shit was fucking
Dog,
crazy.
listen. Deliver Hope is still one of my favorite trailers of all time. I was gonna actually make a Blaze talk like a couple months ago of like my favorite video game trailers of all time. Deliver Hope, every time that music starts playing, bitch, I start crying, bro. I start crying, bro. Yo, when I see my man Noble Six running there with the bomb and shit, I'm just like, no, nigga, no, don't do it, nigga, don't do
It's
it.
not even the Noble Six you play. That's the guy that you fill the shoes of.
Yeah. But the original
Yeah.
Noble Six guy. That's what I'm
They
trying to
actually
say.
are having an event in Infinite where you unlock the skins for those two characters.
Listen, I played. We're going off topic a little bit, but just a little bit. I just played Halo Reach again for the
Mm,
first time in probably
mm.
like 10 years. A couple months back, I beat it on Heroic on PC. And I will not lie, Halo Reach might have the best campaign. Which if Enite knows me well enough, which he does, I used to hate Halo Reach's
Oh, we
campaign.
both did when we first played it because it
But I'm
wasn't.
not gonna lie, it might have the best campaign, bro. Like it might have the best campaign, dog.
It had the more interesting levels, but the ending was supposed to not be like heroic or anything. It's supposed to be tragic because it's a tragedy essentially,
Yeah,
which is
that
what we
game,
didn't get as kids when it came out.
that game is like literally like a 13 out of 10, dog.
Yeah,
That game is amazing,
Reach is a
dog.
solid game. It still doesn't top Halo 3, but like,
Yeah, Halo 3 is like a 20 out of 10, dog.
you can't. Yeah, I'm sorry. Halo 3, the missions are fucking fun,
Yeah.
and then all the music.
Even though when you get to the city and
Oh, New
Halo Reach,
Alexandria,
yeah, and you get to fighting the brutes and shit, like that game
dude.
gets so fucking
The
good.
civilians and on the ground and like just how many of them they're running from the brutes, and you're just like trying to stop them. You're like, no. And then dudes like fuck up a dude with like a spiker, and you're like, no. And then you just like assassinate him. Like, I think it's fucking dope.
Yeah, Halo Reach is a great game, dog. Great game.
I
Great game.
wish
Halo 4 is not that bad neither, but we ain't gonna have that
you only
conversation.
like it because Cortana's hot.
No, I actually beat that too. After I beat Halo Reach, I went and played Halo 4 again. That
I
actually has some good level design too.
its enemy design kills everything.
Yeah.
You fight the
I
same
don't like some
fucking
of the
dude.
rooms. I don't like some of the rooms where it's
Oh no,
just
the
like,
level designs, most of them are pretty fucking bland and terrible.
yeah, but some of the levels are really like really fun. It's like, oh shit. Like,
Yeah, it's the Death Star run at the end. It's the level where you finally get to use the Mantis, where you board the Infinity, fight everybody off.
yeah, that was
Probably the
dope.
first level when you wake up, and then the second level when you go out on the Warthog.
Yeah.
There's a level where you get to fly Pelican, and it's okay. And then the
Mm.
level where the giant elephant called the Mammoth, if it didn't glitch
Oh
out
yeah.
every fucking two
That
seconds,
fucking mission is fire, bro. Like that.
it's cool when you do it with friends. When you do it by yourself, it's like, all right. Because I want to play with a squad of Spartans, like where my boys at. We
Let's
on this
get it.
big ass mobile armory thing.
Let's get it.
It's like they had the right idea. It's just I think the art style is wrong, and the way they did the weapons, like how everything sounds like laser gunish. I mean, how does the battle rifle sound like that, man? it sounds suppressed. It sounds like it sounds like we're in laser tag. Like it went from like a big meaty to
Yeah,
but
man.
I'll get on a Halo rant if we keep talking about this. So Microsoft issues a comment on Game Pass cannibalizing game sales. And it's pretty much that their sales have dipped as a result
Oh
of Game
yeah,
Pass. Yeah.
because they had an article a couple months ago saying that it was the total opposite. Like Game Pass actually helps these games.
Well, they do pay the game developers like a sum money. So games that probably would have not have gotten completed without that money.
Hmm.
But so far, essentially, it's like it's starting to cannibalize. But I think that's because more and more people are subscribed to Game Pass, so they don't have to buy the games.
Hmm.
So the sales at traditional retailers are much lower than if you just get a digital Game Pass.
Hmm. Hmm. Oh shit. Well,
Yeah, and then it's like, let me see. Uh, Xbox are then countered by suggesting that game creators that make games available on Game Pass are compensated fairly for their work and allowed room for more creativity and innovation. So, yeah, it's kind of like I don't think anyone would be surprised if Game Pass messed with GameStop sales, Like
no,
they're a
yeah.
traditional retailer that sells games. Uh More people are getting shit on Game Pass than actually going into the store and buying stuff. We're starting to enter the full digital age, and subscription services are taking over.
No, you're right. And it's more convenient, dog. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. Like
It is more convenient. So I can see like internet services going up, and like my bill for internet's like $100. I can
yeah,
see that
my
shit going up to like 150 soon.
no,
But
mine was 150, but I just went on a contract. Now my shit's like $90 for the next 4 years.
that's good.
So
Mine
you
was
just
like
gotta
like the $55 John, and then it would go up $10 each year.
well, I stream and shit, so I had to get like a higher like bandwidth because
Yeah,
believe it or not, y'all, like all of my entire setup's wireless. I'm not connected to any router, no nothing. So I needed because my router is the way I had everything, you know, put or set up. My fucking router is across the room, and then my setup is on the other side of the room. So I'd have to run a wire through like like the ceiling and shit. Like I'm not doing all that. So just my entire setup's like wireless and shit. So yeah, man. Yeah, man.
yeah,
Not gonna
but
lie. I'm downloading that Gundam game.
but that's
The SD Gundam game. Hell yeah, bro.
so.
What?
What has been announced at E3 this
Oh
year?
yeah. You want to start with that? You wanna
We're
start with
starting with
that?
that because that's shorter than the other thing.
Okay. Fair enough. All right, boom. So this year's E3 is looking like it is not gonna be an E3. Uh
Nope.
PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo won't be a part of E3 2023. I
Was
mean,
Nintendo part of the last one that we had? I thought they
I
switched
don't
over
think
to
so. I
the
don't think
directs
so. No, I don't think so.
because I
I think
know EA and what was the other one?
Xbox
Ac-
was there, but
No, EA started doing their own thing. Ubisoft still they started doing their own online thing too.
oh yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's EA and
I
someone
didn't even
else.
watch this shit. I'll keep it real with
To
you. I
be
didn't.
honest, like I don't think anyone does.
Yeah,
it's
I didn't
it's
watch this
Rainbow
shit.
Six Siege and then possibly Skull and Bones. Maybe if it doesn't
Mm.
get delayed again. I'm telling you, I feel like that game's not gonna be good when it comes out. It's just a
Which
gut
one?
feeling.
Skull and Bones?
Yeah, it's a great
Yeah,
concept, but it's just
it should
like,
have been came out. Yeah.
yeah, it's not. I don't think it's that crazy unless they're doing like a crazy big open ocean world. I don't think it's gonna be that deep. But yeah, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo will not be a part of E3 2023 anymore. The days of the hype of E3 is over. We'll now have
Yeah.
to watch separate streams instead of just one stream or two streams for like E3 coverage. It is kind of sad because growing up, E3 was the hype.
Facts.
All the new game trailers came out there. You got to see gameplay, and if you actually got to go to E3, you got to play games before they come out. Like I think they did that with the last Activision one, right? The Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 before it
Yeah.
came out, they had a whole little setup.
Yeah. Well, that used to be the thing. Every E3 we would see the new Call of Duty back when
All
it was
right,
still
yeah.
they was still fucking with Xbox and shit.
And they were
So
coming out every year.
yeah. So I mean, mm,
It's sad, but at the same time, like I get it because they have to pay money to E3 to host the venue and set up all this equipment, and instead they're following what Nintendo. I think it was Nintendo that started this shit because of their
yeah, with
direct.
that treehouse thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they're
like
like, well, we could just own our studio and just do it online because people like to watch streams rather than going to expos anymore.
facts.
Like unless it's like a Comic Con or like a cosplay con or something like that, like a Katsu Con or an Anime NYC or something like that. I don't think companies are going to spend the extra expense of hosting and setting up a display for one day and hope that for advertisement, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When they can just do it themselves.
Facts. And it costs less and you don't have to pay for venue space and all that. Um Look, man. I hate to see it go, but this is just the future of things. It's just easier to, if it's easier for PlayStation to say, "Hey, I want to do my, Sony State of Play in August," and it's easier for them to do, and they can provide more content, give us more early, looks at certain games in the future of, their platform. Same thing with Xbox, same thing with Nintendo. Then go ahead and do it because that's what I want. You know what I mean? Like, we'll get to it in a little bit, but this newest Nintendo's direct was quite possibly the biggest Nintendo W like they've gotten, and they needed a W. Trust me, Nintendo
Did
needed a
they
W.
really?
They needed a W, dog, because
Do you feel they needed a W? Or did they
yes,
actually need
they
one?
they needed one, dog. They've caught so much shit for that Pokemon game that they really needed a W.
Oh,
Dog.
yeah, Scarlet and Violet, the game that got so much shit because of how it performed, yet everyone still plays.
Yeah, and it's the most highest selling Pokemon game of all time, I think.
I know, and it's probably one of the quote unquote the best besides the
I mean,
bugs.
they redeemed themselves with Fire Emblem to me. I think Fire Emblem Engage is a
Well, every Fire
fire
Emblem game
game.
that has come out in recent memory has been,
Three
according to
Houses.
you, pretty fucking good.
Yeah, Three Houses was the game of the year 2019.
And then
I
they
would
got,
stick by that.
what's it called? New Breath of the Wild game coming out.
Well, we talk about that in a little bit. Talk about that in a little bit. Talk about that.
Okay.
All right. Let's get through these little things. So, Resident Evil 4 remake is removing QuickTime events and adding side quests. I thought this was interesting to talk about because if you didn't know, um, QuickTime events actually came from Resident Evil.
Did
Like
it?
that wasn't like it wasn't really a thing until they did it, honestly. Like the boulder running away from the boulder sequences and having escape things so you tap things really fast, or you're watching a cutscene and all of a sudden you have to hit both the triggers. That started with
I
Resident Evil
thought it
4.
I thought it was started in Dance Dance Revolution, but all right.
This man. But yeah, man, I thought this was very interesting because the other two remakes don't have any side quests. They're kind of like just linear in the way that they go about it. They just kind of you just keep moving forward. solving puzzles. So this leaves me intrigued because until I played this Harry Potter game, which is completely fire, because I'm gonna just keep saying it's fire, so y'all
Mhm.
go and play it. This was gonna be my game of the year, hands down, because Resident Evil 4 is in my top 5 favorite games of all time. So
Mhm.
I'm super excited for Resident Evil 4 remake. I'll be streaming it day one. I'll probably be taking off of work for it. I cannot wait. Cannot wait, man. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. I mean, it's gonna be a dope game. If they're adding side quests and it's a little less, uh, you know, linear than like the older games were, dope. I'm all here for it. I just can't wait, man. I think it's what, March 24th, I think.
Oh, it comes out this March?
Yeah, March, or is it March? Yes, March 24th. Yeah. Let me double check before I give y'all some false information. Resident Evil 4 remake. Because I think it comes out, yep, March 24th, the same day I go to my concert.
Damn.
So I gotta pick between the two. I gotta pick between the two. Uh, but trust me, that game looks
Just
dope.
stream it at the concert.
Real shit.
Just plug it in on the overhead, start playing it.
Game looks like it's gonna be dope, man. It looks like it's gonna be good.
I wonder if the side quests are actually gonna be like side quests, or just like kind of like a basic fetch quest.
That's what I was thinking. Like it was just gonna be like item grabbing and
Or
shit.
maybe
I don't
maybe
know.
the side quests are gonna be like, you know how like you save the dog in the beginning and he helps you
Yeah,
out later, but you can choose
yeah.
not to save the dog?
And it doesn't help you later.
Yeah, maybe it's gonna be like that.
We'll see. We'll see, man. So, in other news too, I thought it was important to bring this up. Um, two things actually. Um, what is it? Apex Mobile is going to be sunsetting on what's like May 7th or something.
Pretty soon.
Apex Mobile sunsetting. Uh, May 1st. Yep, May 1st. It's out of here, which is surprising. And they said it was factors beyond their control. So I don't know what kind of deal they had going on or something like that. I think that EA needs to just take this one in-house if they can. I know they probably can't reuse the assets and the two characters that are exclusive to Apex Mobile.
Why not?
But I think because it's owned by another subsidiary. That's the reason why. Because
Um,
people kept pressuring them, like, "Yo, bring Fade and what's her name? What the fuck is her name? There's two
I don't
characters that are
know. I
exclusive
did not pay
to
attention
the.
to this game at all.
I played it for like 2 seasons. I played it, but not gonna lie, man, I'm a little upset about this one because Apex Mobile did have a pretty big community. It was really dope. And I did watch a bunch of streamers play it and stream it. So I don't know what's going on at EA, but they're doing a lot of things.
The EA is just doing EA things.
EA said, Respawn said the single player game set in the Apex Legends universe, the Apex Legends universe, the Apex Legends universe
Yeah,
has
I
been
know. I
canceled.
know. Good. Because it's not the Apex Legends universe, it's the Titanfall universe. Get that shit right. Like the fuck?
Yeah, man.
They canceled it. Wonder
They
why.
canceled it, and they devs working on the game. They've been either laid off or moved to other teams. Says Bloomsburg,
I
according to
want to make their
Bloomsburg.
bottom line a little bit better, right?
Yeah, man, it's a
Yeah.
shame,
It's
dog. It's a
important that
shame.
your $1 billion outweighs your $2 billion that you made last year.
Yeah, man, it's a shame, dog. And then the last bit of Apex EA respawn news is EA admits that Apex Legends underperformed expectations in the last quarter. So they're talking about the last season. I mean, and we'll get to that in a little bit. Just keep that in your mind right there. The EA admitted that uh season 15 was ass.
It's probably
Um,
because it's hitting its peak. It hit its peak a couple seasons ago, and they haven't really done anything
yeah,
too new. Didn't they add TDM now?
we'll talk about that in a little bit.
All right.
Talk about that in a little bit. Let's get to the Nintendo Direct, man. So the Nintendo Direct came out and it was fucking fire, dog. All right, I was fangirling like a bitch, dog. I was,
Prime remake finally.
bro. We got a Metroid Prime remaster, which I didn't cop yet. I need to cop that. I probably copped that today. I didn't cop that yet. It
I
came
was
out like
gonna.
2
It's
days.
supposed to come out in the stores. I was thinking about getting it in person.
Oh, physical?
Yeah, just
probably
for
do
it because it's probably, it's nice to own a physical game or two nowadays.
Yeah,
Hold
facts.
something in your hands that's real.
But yeah, man, they showed off a lot of games, a lot of new things. I
You
was
play a bunch of original Game Boy games, Game Boy Advance games,
so we got
GameCube games.
We got Pikmin 4. They showed off a little teaser what Pikmin 4 is looking like. It's looking pretty dope. We got Splatoon 3 DLC coming. It's gonna be dope. I'm excited for that. Because I need to get back on that game. Because that game was really good. It is a really good game.
Where's Geist?
Hopefully he's coming, man. I don't know. I think that studio like died. Oh, let me see.
They
Geist.
should
Who's it
have
made by?
Geist.
Geist GameCube. Damn. Seeing the cover just made me sad, bro.
It's a great game.
Yeah.
Any studios out here that listen, any
Space
studios, just remake Geist for me.
Yeah, they
And
closed
keep
down
the
in
multiplayer.
2016. So
Bro, that's so sad.
they've been gone. They've been gone for the
So
better
that shit
part
is
of 7 years
what
now.
is it called? What's the term for it? I can emulate that shit, so it won't be illegal because it's lostware now.
Yeah, they've only made they made a lot of games. Holy shit.
Yeah, but they're
basically all the Nintendo
party.
ports of other games. Yeah.
Yeah.
They did the Modern Warfare Wii joint. They did the GoldenEye Rogue Agent for the Nintendo DS. Star Wars: The Force Unleashed on the Nintendo DS.
If you have a GameCube still and you're able to find a copy of Geist, or if it's on an emulator somewhere, play that shit. It is an underrated game.
Damn, that's crazy, bro.
And the multiplayer is stupid, but it's funny as shit.
It's great. It's a great game, dog. Great game, dog. They great game. But yeah, man, they showed off a little bit more of The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. They showed off Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Oh God, is another one?
DLC. Nah, just DLC.
Oh, DLC. Okay, thank
That
God.
game's amazing, bro. People love that game.
I know, but it's just like every time I look at it, I'm like, what is this shit even about? Because the first one was like about like robots, and then the other one's about like robot waifus.
I don't know. They showed
I'm
off
confused every time I check in with this series.
They showed off what is it? Obviously the Metroid Prime remaster, and they shadow dropped it that day. And then they also shadow dropped the classic gaming library. They came out with the Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance emulators for the Switch, which had me fangirling. I've been playing
And
these shit.
you can filter it to make it look like the originals.
Yeah, facts. That's what I did. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. The library right now is small, but we're supposed to be getting some classics, dog. I'm talking about we're getting Fire Emblem Advanced, which was a game from my childhood.
I wonder if they'll have Final Fantasy Tactics on there. I've always wanted to play that.
I don't know. That would be dope. Let me see. Hold up.
They're supposed to be getting GameCube library too, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for.
So you might get Wind Waker again.
Here's hoping, man.
Ooh, will they have Pokemon Coliseum?
That one I would like to see because I didn't play
Gales
I didn't
of
beat
Darkness?
Gales of Darkness. Yeah, I didn't beat that, John.
Yeah, I wanted to play those games.
Yeah,
and Pokemon Snap.
I didn't get to beat them, Jones. All right, let me look at the full library of what's coming. Right now, all we got on the Game Boy side is Alone in the Dark, Game & Watch Gallery 3, Gargoyles, which I'm not gonna lie to, Gargoyles was a lit game, though. If you know, you know. You know. I got that game from Blockbuster when I was a kid. It was dope. Kirby's Dream Land, which is, if you know, you know. All
Yeah, I
right,
played that a
game was
bit when I
dope.
was a kid.
We got Link's Awakening DX, which is a good game. Metroid 2, Return of Samus, which is what I've been playing a lot of.
Oh wait,
Uh,
they have the Pokemon TCG game, don't they?
that's coming. That's coming soon.
Oh, dude, I remember that shit so vividly.
Yeah, and on the Game Boy Advance side, if I can find that list, where the fuck
Metroid
is Game?
Fusion.
Nah, it's not on there yet, which I was like, what the fuck? But
Fuck.
that's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Right now, all we have is the Minish Cap, which I'm gonna start soon. Super Mario Advance 4, which is a classic. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, which is a classic. All right. Mario Kart Super Circuit, which is a classic. If you know, you know. Them shits are fire. All right. But we're supposed to be getting Golden Sun. If you know, you know. Fire. At Fire Emblem Advance, Metroid Fusion, Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. Hopefully they do Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland, because that game was fucking fire. Big W on Nintendo's part, dog. Because big W, dog. Big W.
Hopefully, when
Big
they come
W's,
out with the
dog. Big
GameCube
W's.
library, they bring back GoldenEye.
And just so y'all know, all right, not trying to flex, but just so you know, the only way you can access the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance emulator thing on Switch is if you have the expansion pass subscription, which I got. I mean, so yeah, I mean, gang. I mean, so yeah, man. When they do the GameCube thing, that'll probably be the same way. I honestly got the expansion pass just to play Ocarina of Time, because I'm planning on streaming that. I'm planning on streaming Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, because I never beat either one of those games. So I think one of my goals of turning 30, because it's been 20 years since I got Ocarina of Time. I got Ocarina of Time when I was 10 years old. On GameCube, I got the little collection thing. I want to beat Ocarina of Time because I never got to beat it. But big W to Nintendo, man. Just for the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance emulator and Metroid Prime remaster, that was dope. Love to see more DLC come to these games. But let's talk about Tears of the Kingdom real fast. So Tears of the Kingdom will be $70
Oh, right,
on
that's the
release.
first one. It's becoming $70.
$70. They
And
said
it's still on
some of the,
Switch.
yeah,
So
$70.
that's gotta perform really well and not pull Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah, $70, man. Um, Usually, because here's the thing, we've talked about this on multiple podcasts. I remember telling, Eknight and Julio, one podcast, that this was gonna be the new norm, dog. Like, it's just like in the tech world with like when 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 iPhone removed the headphone jack, so did Samsung like a year later. They've made fun of Apple for doing it and then did it the year later. You know what I mean? It's just this the world we live in. When one person does it, Sony had to be the bad guy for everybody else to realize, yeah, it's probably about time we all follow suit, and that's what
I think
everybody
a lot of people
is
don't
doing.
see the $70 price tag and be like, this game better be worth remotely close to $70. Like,
I mean,
you
it's just
justify it when it's
inflation.
I know it's like inflation, but it's like at the same time, like we've been getting games for $60 that suck. And more often than not, games suck. Like there's not a lot of games that come out that are like, oh, this shit's fire, I'll pay a full price for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, that seems like something I would wait for on sale. And to be honest, some of that's personal preference, but most of the time it's like you got games that just don't perform well, that just are trash. So they're either going the free to play, sell you a little bit of it model, or they're going the full slap down damn near $100 for this game
Mm-hmm.
route. Or do what Modern Warfare did, which was a bit of both. Pay $70 for the main game and then or play Warzone for free.
Yeah. I
Is it
mean,
Warzone and DMZ that's free? Or is it
yeah,
just
both of
Warzone?
them are free. Yeah, both of
Just not the
those.
multiplayer though.
Yeah, multiplayer, the story, and the rage. I believe, are all.
You gotta pay for that.
Yeah, you gotta pay for that, which I think is worth it. Campaign's good. Multiplayer's fire. All right, I've been having a lot of fun with multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
And I just actually played the raids on Tuesday, and the raids
Oh,
are really
really?
fun. They're really fun. They're we got to run that one time just so you can see it because you get you get an operator through that.
Oh,
So
okay.
you get the gas you can buy the gas operator, but you're gonna lock them for free by doing the raid, which is it's really fun, bro. It's like it's really tactical. And there's one part we gotta kind of like sneak through. Then there's like this underwater section where you all have one air tank and you have to like literally pass it around your team and all take like puffs of it as you maneuver through this like underwater like chasm thing. It's like really dope, man. It's really dope. The raid was pretty cool. There's a new one that's supposed to be coming out somewhere in the season 2 reloaded, which is like the midpoint of the season.
Mm-hmm.
So, but this is a good segue. I mean, it's a good segue into let's talk about it. I mean, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Season 2, man, dropped on Wednesday, um, February 15th. I streamed it. I had a good time. Game was fire. It's dope. And the battle pass is my favorite part. Like, I actually want to complete this battle pass. Like, I want to go all the way with this battle pass. The skins look dope. Um, the weapons you get through it are pretty dope. I'm gonna be leveling up the shotgun today. I already fully leveled up the ISO. Um, Now I got to do the shotgun. And the swords you get. Uh,
Oh
it
yeah,
came
you
out
get
with
the.
Resurgence for
I like the
Warzone.
Resurgence map.
Yeah, it's dope. It's
I
dope.
just think it's too small. I would like it if it was a little
That's
bit bigger.
Resurgence. No, that's what Resurgence always was. And in the last Warzone, it was Alcatraz. So it was
Okay.
like a really small map, and you just die, respawn. As long as you have somebody alive, you
It's a
respawn.
good DMZ map. I'll give you that. As a Warzone map, I think it's kind of like maybe make it a mini type
It
thing.
was it was crazy because that was like what our first game, and we got a dub.
We
That was
did get a
dope.
dub. We barely lived through that shit
Yeah,
because
barely lived through it. We were on the run the entire fucking
we were
match.
underground and running around like get on the boat, and then it's like, oh no, now we're going this way.
We got like
Like, oh
10
shit.
kills. I think we dropped like 10, like 12, 15, like 12, 13 kills because we wiped like 4 or 5 squads.
Yeah, to be
So
fair, we didn't play with a full lobby though.
yeah, I think it was like 32 people when we started, or
No, it
29
was
people.
yeah, it's 29 when it finally
Yeah.
started the game mode, which tells me that a lot of people don't really seem to be jumping on
Nah,
that.
the lobbies have been bugged. There's been a
Has
lot of
it?
issues. Yeah, on release you could barely even play it. You could barely even play
Okay.
it.
I mean, that makes sense because every time I open my friends list, I crash. So
Yeah, it should be fixed today. That's what they've been saying that they were aiming for by fixing by the 17th.
I don't
So
know.
you can
Them having a longer pregame lobby was kind of fun because I could just dick around with shit.
uh DMZ, they fixed a lot of things with DMZ. Um you can play the Ashika Island, which is the new resurgence map on
Mhm.
DMZ, which is very intense because it's small as shit. So you run into more players than you ever did on El Mazra, which is, if you like that shit, you like that shit. But um, me personally, I really like DMZ. I still got to buy Tarkov, honestly. But I love DMZ.
You did buy Tarkov.
Nah, I was in the process of it. I never like put my information in and
Oh
shit.
shit.
I gotta finish that, John. Um,
Oh shit.
yeah, but so far, man, that season's looking really good. Lots of content. We didn't get 2v2 gunfight, which I'm upset about. Hopefully that comes in like the season split, even though it wasn't on the roadmap.
We did get infected though.
We got infected. I didn't play that yet, but I
You
know
play
infect.
custom gun game because that's in customs.
Oh no, I didn't play that yet.
Yeah, I was playing that last night after I jumped off your stream.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I gotta try that out. I gotta definitely try that out. But new season's fire, man. New season's fire. Um, highly recommend it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Something to do. Um, especially if you don't got no games to play right now. I mean, there's plenty of games to play, but if you don't feel like spending any money, Warzone is free. You can run around and fuck around on that. Because right now there's a lot coming out. You got Harry Potter, Atomic Hearts, Destiny 2 Lightfall at the end of the month. So
Resident
there's a lot to
Evil
play.
coming out
Yeah.
next month.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Starfield might be get announced at some point during this year or next.
Oh, and I forgot to announce that too.
What?
Not to sidetrack. Star Wars Jedi Survivor
Oh
got
yeah,
pushed back to April 28th. So that
that's
was
not so
supposed to come
bad.
out. Yeah, that was supposed to come out last month. It got pushed back to April, which isn't that bad. It's just another month to polish it. They basically said the game is going gold. They finished it up. They're just touching it up. They want the game to be, perfect on release. So um I wish Activision could say the same for Call of Duty when they drop these new seasons.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. Season 2 is pretty good, despite the bugs. Apex Legends Season 16. All right. A lot of y'all been asking me about Season 16, how I feel, even though I've only played a couple hours of it. I streamed a lot of it day one. I've been playing a little bit of it offline with Necro. Shout out Necro. Um, Season 16 is the first season in 15 seasons did not have a new legend. Instead, this is kind of like if you played Rainbow Six Siege. This is like the Operation Health of Apex because, as I said earlier in the podcast, EA admitted that season 15 was just bad,
Mhm.
despite season 15 having a new map, um, a new legend, and this one doesn't. Season 15 was a letdown. I do like Broken Moon; it's a good map, but I just think that the game needed more content. Like it was becoming dry. This current meta that we've been in just kind of needed to be tweaked and reworked. Um, and I think they did that with this season. They've bracketed off all legends into classes now. So there's 5 classes. It's assault, controller, skirmisher, support, and I gotta look at it. Well, I gotta look at it. Apex Legends classes, so I don't give y'all the wrong information. Um, so we got assault, controller, skirmisher, support. Oh, what the fuck? Where the fuck is it at? Recon, my fault, recon. Which is weird because recon does I think it does the same thing as controller.
What does the
Um,
controller do?
so I'll explain. So assault is Ash, Bangalore, Fuse, Mad Maggie, and Revenant. They're they're uh they're all basically all about combat and stuff like that. They can
Mhm.
access supply bins, like weapon supply bins, which give you like gold loot. Like I remember when I was playing Bang, I opened up one and it's like a big red bin, and
Mhm.
you open it and there might be a fully kitted gun in there or like a gold like double tap or something in there. I mean, it's just higher tier loot that's in there. I mean,
Mhm.
they can open those shits. Controllers, they can access survey beacons and find out the size and location of the next ring.
Mhm.
Recon, which is
Does the same
Bloodhound,
thing.
N kinda. Bloodhound, Crypto, Seer, and Vantage. Basically what they do, from what I've heard, is they get a radar that's, like, similar to the map room
Mhm.
From King's Canyon, so they get to scan a certain radius of the map for enemy players. Because we got hit by that, when we were playing the one time, and it definitely changes like the paradigm of a fight because everybody's location within like this pretty sizable ring of the map. Like if you use that shit like close to end game, it could be detrimental to enemy teams and shit like that, and placement stuff like that.
Mhm.
Uh, we have Skirmisher, which is Horizon, Mirage, Pathfinder, Octane, Wraith, and Valkyrie. Um, what do they do? Uh, the ability works like the upgraded version of Loba's passive ability, Eye for Quality. Unlike Loba's passive, however, this power only applies to neutral supply drops. Oh yeah, they're able to see care packages. Like they know what's in care packages and stuff like that. So they can look at the map and be like, okay, in this care package is this, that, and the third in there. I mean, if you want to go and take that.
Oh,
Um,
okay,
and it,
so it just mitigates the risk of a care package.
yeah, and in support, which is what I play this season, because I went back to being a lifeline main. And it's pretty fucking clutch. They can open up supply bins, like you know how Lifeline opens up supply bin, like extra supply bins.
Yeah.
Now, Newcastle, Loba, and what's the other ones? Like Newcastle, Loba, and Gibraltar can all do that shit. And not only that, they can craft what is it? What is it? They can craft your what are those things called? Uh use a replicator to craft banner cards for downed or killed enemies. So if your teammate dies, you
Mhm.
can run to a crafty machine and craft your teammates back for 30 crafties, which isn't bad. I've done it twice. It comes in clutch. If your team is stupid enough to drop, World's Edge and get wiped in a fragment, you know what I mean? You can just
Mhm.
buy them back basically. It's pretty dope. This season's pretty good, man. Like, I've only played maybe like 8 or 9 hours of it, but I won't lie, like it's shaping up to be a really good season. They did drop TDM, as Nice said earlier. Team deathmatch. They had to fix it. they, they had to fix it. So uh they they
Uh,
they wanted to make the games shorter but
mhm.
longer at the same time. So originally it was 30, it was 2 rounds, best 2 out of 3, um, first to 30. Now they changed it to it's just 1 round, first to 50. They just want to make the matches last, you know, a short period of time because they were getting kind of long, man. Like if you went all the way to 3 rounds, they were pretty long games, dog. I mean,
Mhm.
you play on the original arena maps, so they just kind of recycled the arena maps because arena's gone. Arenas is gone. It's out of here. They got that shit out of here. They even
Mhm.
said there's no plans to ever bring that shit back, so it's gone. So um, TDM's lit. I have a lot of fun with it. I could see it being a good way to grind out your battle pass, because it's easy to get kills, easy to get damage. So for those challenges that require you to get like a certain amount of damage, it's an easy way to grind them out. Like 3-4 games, you basically got 10K damage easily. 2-3 games. Um, yeah, man. Won't lie, it's dope. It's dope. Season's really good. Hopefully, they keep this momentum. Right now, they have the anniversary event going on, which I'm thinking about dropping the whole $160 on.
Mhm.
Thinking about dropping that bread to go and buy the so I can get if you get all 24 items, you get 3 um what's it, heirloom shards, so you can buy an heirloom. Um, of any heirloom that you want or a prestige skin if you don't have any. So yeah, this season's looking really dope. Hopefully they just fix the game. Ranked is a lot better. The ranked map changes every day instead of like every like 60 days. You know what I mean, so there's no season split anymore. It's just every day it's a new map. It's a new map every day. You know what I mean, so
Okay.
every 24 hours the map recycles. Like I think today it's like World's Edge. Wait, hold on. Let me check Necro stream. What is it right now? what's he playing on? He's on Broken Moon. So yeah, at 1 o'clock it'll be um World's Edge, which is
That's
sad.
dope.
Yeah, man, they fixed a lot, bro. They fixed a lot. That's why I was telling you, like, it's definitely this is if you left at a prior season, this is probably the season to come back on,
Mm-hmm.
just because they've changed up enough to where it's starting to feel like a new game. Um, but yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to grinding out this season, completing the battle pass because that's what I want to do. I just want to complete
Is
this
the
battle
battle
pass.
path worth it this time
Hell
around?
yeah, yeah. The skins are dope. It's just the tier 100 skin is stupid. It's a mastiff skin, a reactive mastiff skin.
You don't like the massive?
They did give it a buff, and I've been using it, and it's all right, but
Is
I'm
it
not
only
using
fire
it.
sideways? Doesn't it? Can you change orientation with it or no?
Nah, it still shoots like what's it, vertical or
Just vertical.
horizontal? My
It just
fault,
shoots horizontal.
horizontal.
I feel like if they treated it like the heat wave and Halo Infinite, it'd probably be a lot more useful gun because then you can get all your shots on the vertical, hit multiple
Yeah,
opponents on the horizontal.
the mastiff is nice. Like I got a nice little clip yesterday. We run up in a building. They up in there chilling. My
Mm-hmm.
boys are in there shooting them, and I'm just hopping around the room, just basically spamming them with the mastiff because the trick with the mastiff is to aim down sights, but don't all go all the way down sights and shoot it. So it kind of tightens up the grouping of the shots, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can the mastiff is the only shotgun I trust. Like if you know me, you know that I hate shotguns in Apex because they are inconsistent. You can hit somebody for 99 and then the next shot you're hitting for like 11. It's just inconsistent. The massive is the most consistent. Like you can hit somebody for 45, then you'll hit somebody for 90, then you can hit somebody for 45 again, which should be a knock. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's a good gun. They nerfed all assault rifles. So the R301 used to do 14
No.
points of damage. So now it's 13. So you have to
Oh,
two
that's not
clip
too
now.
bad.
Nah, you have to two clip now. You have to auto no matter what,
So are
you
the
have to two
fights
clip.
longer now?
I mean,
Two clip or two gun? Is it like
no,
hit them with the
two clip.
primary?
So if you let's say you only have a R301, they have like a blue shield. You're gonna have to two clip. You're gonna have to
That's
two
that's
clip.
crazy. So you'd have to
Yeah.
still two clip for purple and a red.
Thing for a purple, yeah. Yeah,
God
because it's only
damn.
30 times 13 is only it should be enough if you hit every shot as a headshot, but I think the alternator got a buff. I think the alternator
Hey,
got a buff.
I love the alternator.
I forgot about the new gun, the Nemesis. That shit is gonna get nerfed probably next week. That shit's gonna get nerfed next week. That shit is fire. So if you didn't know, the Nemesis is the new gun they introduced this season. It is a 3-round automatic burst gun, if that makes sense. Like it shoots faster the longer you hold the trigger. So at first it's like a 3 bursts like dun 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 dun, and then it's 20 rounds in the magazine, which is enough to knock, which is crazy. If you hit every shot, no matter where on the body, it's a
Mm-hmm.
knock. It's a knock if you hit every shot off of that 20 clip, which is crazy. So if you get that on drop and everybody's got white shields, you can easily just like knock enemies. That gun with a gold clip is insane because you can literally just shred red shields like it's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Team shooting is the best way to use that gun. Honestly, like we've learned, like just if we all just like, hey, we're gonna shoot at this guy, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. I mean, um, yeah, good gun, good season. W changes. We'll probably do a mid-season report on that. See how I'm still feeling, but right now, for both Apex and Modern Warfare 2. 2 thumbs up. Hopefully by the next podcast, we're talking about Destiny's new season, which is Lightfall. I'll be playing that day one.
Yeah, let me know how that is. I might re-download Destiny if it's good.
You already should have did that, man.
Nah. Nah.
You playing Destiny, crazy.
Nah. I
But
don't have
yeah,
time
yo,
like that.
that's all we got, man. That's all we got. Surprisingly, this wasn't as long as I fucking thought it was gonna be.
It's probably because we had the Hogwarts shit.
Yeah, we kind of talked about that on the last podcast, so
Yeah.
we didn't really have to talk about too much other than just game is dope, game is fire. Please go play it. That's it. You got anything else to say before we wrap this one up?
Yep. I gotta take a shit.
Yeah, and there it is. There it is. Did we
So
talk about Forspoken and how it's mid?
Oh,
Did we talk about
no, it's not worth talking about because we have a better Magic game to play. It's called Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah, facts. I'm about to play it John right now. But yeah, man. Thank you guys for tuning in for the podcast. We're gonna cut this one off here, man. My closing statement is going to be: make sure you guys check out the links down below. Make sure you go follow my boy Deygahn at twitch.tv/Deygahn, which is DEYGAHN.
His
For
link
all
will
of
be in the
y'all.
description.
Yeah. Check my boy out, man. Super dope. Shout out to him. And definitely check out our links, man. We both going crazy on all of our platforms: YouTube, Twitch, Instagram. So check us out, man. Check us out. This is my closing statement. What about you, Eknight?
Yeah, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I just dropped like a Modern Warfare video from the last season with some friends. I'm working on the Driftless skit right now, and then I gotta write up another skit for the elites of Halo 3. So we're making content. I have Pokemon training card video in the works right now. And
Dope.
yeah. Kind of took a
Love to
break from
see.
streaming this week, mainly just to work on that stuff.
Okay.
I'm
So
also
you'll be
fixing.
back. You'll be back next week when this podcast drops.
Maybe. I'm fixing some stuff up with the stream itself, so I'm revamping some things.
Oh shit.
So we might come back full force later March.
Okay.
But I'll be here streaming like every Sunday with the Sleepy Gang.
Okay.
But we're doing. I know I'm streaming. Well, the day that this is being recorded, I should be streaming like late tonight. Some Halo Infinite. But yeah.
When is Halo Infinite's third season coming out?
I think March, actually.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll be there.
It's either March or April. I know it's soon because this latest event that we got is 2 weeks, and then they just had their championships.
Okay. All right. Well, this has been episode 54 of the Infernal Gaming Podcast. I'm your host, BLAZEDxENFERNO. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out, y'all.
All right. I gotta take a shit.